What's up? What's up? This episode of Where's My Tax Dollars? It's going to be a weird one, but just follow me. So today, inauguration day, the day they're laying that police officer to rest, my daughter and I was leaving around 12 o'clock to run up to Whataburger to get something to eat. I don't know if they were police vehicles. I know one of them was for sure. I don't know about the other three. I know the lead one was Brazoria County, coming from Alvin, which would be coming from south on 35, going north towards Houston. I was at Magnolia red light, taking a left to go to Whataburger. Light turned green. I hear the sirens. The one marked vehicle, lights and sirens on, blocks traffic, lets the other three through, and they haul butt. Well, my light's green, so as soon as they get through, I go through. Well, they're already around the corner down by Buc-ee's before I can even get down to where Koza's is at. Now, I always ride my cruise control on, so I know I wasn't speeding. By the time I get to Buc-ee's, they're all the way down by Walmart. So there's no telling how fast they were going, but I know they were speeding because I witnessed it. So I wanted to know what was happening. Excuse me. That's what Whataburger will do to you. So I called City of Pearland, PD, actually dispatch. Just lies is all I got. First one, there's a funeral procession. It's not what that was. Second one, they're running traffic. Not what that was. Because there's a funeral. You just said that, but that's not what this was. This was just 4 vehicles. Then we don't know what it was. Well, can you find out? Well, you'll have to call Brazoria County and ask them. Well, I thought this was in y'all city, but we don't have their CAD. We don't have their dispatch. We don't know. So long argument happened. I get home, call Brazoria County. We got our food from Whataburger. I get home, call Brazoria County. They pretty much put the blame back on Pearland. Well, you'll have to call the city of Pearland if you want to know what's going on in the city of Pearland. I said, well, you don't know where your police officers are at? That's kind of strange. Well, sir, where were they? What did the vehicles look like? So I give her a description, and then she realizes that I wasn't stupid. It was Brazoria County because one of them was the SUV, the Chevy Tahoe that I think it's gray and then the wrap on it has the blue on it or whatever. The other ones were, from what I recall, the 2 trucks behind it were plain. I don't even know what they were. And then the one behind that one was like a ghost vehicle, which is one of the stupidest things you can ever do. Well, that's a different video, but she just comes up with excuses. And all she tells me is to call professional standards, which is internal affairs, which is the biggest joke in the world. Because you call them and all they do is back up their brothers and sisters. So don't waste your time doing that. Well, hold on, let me take it back. File all the complaints you can and do it the correct way, and then send everything to the Attorney General, and they'll handle crap. That's a fact because that's what I've had to do, especially when the city won't release public information. You got to get the Attorney General to force them to do it because they just don't know how to do their job, I guess. But anyway, this should probably be a good one for the city council, the police chief, and the city manager to get a hold of and figure out why these 4 police officers, I'm guessing, because I know one of them was speeding through town for no reason, because there's penal code out there for police officers to follow, and they can only, run the red lights, the stop signs, the speed, and do all that crap going to a call, not going to a funeral. So you can't be putting a bunch of people's lives at risk going to a funeral. How stupid? I mean, how stupid could you be? I'm on my way to a funeral, so I'm going to make sure I speed, put other people in danger, and abuse my authority and use my lights and sirens. It's exactly what I'm going to do because I'm better than y'all. Stupid, man. So there'll be a part 2 to this. I'm going to figure out what's going on. And I know there's going to be a lot of y'all that are going to be like, what does it even matter? Does it really even matter? Why would you waste your time? I wouldn't do that. That's the reason why all public servants get away with what they get away with. It's because none of y'all care anymore. Y'all remember whenever there was a 2% tax, what happened to our government? You might want to Google it. You might really want to Google it. Because whenever they were imposing taxes on us that we did not agree with, our Second Amendment came into play, in other words. So when these government officials keep abusing their power, you have to turn them in. You have to do what's right. Sitting back and letting them do what's wrong, you're part of the problem. Huge part of the problem. But you will say, this guy here's the problem. I'm not a problem if I'm holding my government accountable. I'm not the problem at all. people that don't hold the government accountable are the ones that are the problem. So there'll be a part 2 to this. I'm not sure when it'll be, because I think they told me, oh yeah, this is a bad one too. If you live in Missouri County, don't expect to get service today, because they told me that only emergency calls, because they just sent all of our public servants on our tax dollars, on our dime, to go to this funeral. So all that money being spent today, which they lied to me on the dispatch, and it's all being recorded, which is, I don't understand why they lie so much. They said none of today was paid for by tax dollars. So I guess all these vehicles that are in these, that go to these funerals, must be rented from somewhere, and they put the wrap on it that says Missouri County and Pearland and Alvin and Friendswood and all these other states and country, all this crap. Those must be rented vehicles, because last time I checked, all of those vehicles paid for by tax dollars. So our tax-funded vehicles are going out, they're wasting tax dollars to do this. I don't understand. Now, I do get why they would have a police escort, completely get it, because they do it with all kind of funerals. Okay, maybe have 3 or 4, however many they need, like they usually do, motorcycles. Should have 20 of them, I don't care. Make them pay for it, just like they make us pay for it, and everyone else takes their own vehicle. Just like we have to do. Show up in your own vehicle, show your support. Don't be wasting our tax dollars doing it. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And then when something really bad happens, just say like today, just say something really bad happened in Missouri County. They told me that they're shorthanded because of it. That's so stupid, man. So you're going to put the public at risk to go lay down a fallen officer. That is stupid. Because what if something happens to one of your other officers? Now you got all the stinking police officers at the funeral. Stupid, man. I just don't know who manages these people, but whoever it is, they're mental and they need help. But anyway, until part 2, I don't know what to tell you. And like I said, a lot of y'all are going to think I'm stupid for doing this, but it's what I want to do, and that's your right as an American. You do what you want to do, and I do what I want to do. If you don't want to follow my channel, all you got to do is click that button. I'll tell you, like Dana White, I don't really care. I don't care what none of y'all think about me. I'm doing what a true patriot would do, which is holding his government accountable. And what y'all don't know is police officers are part of the government. They're public servants. So if you're not holding them accountable, you're not a patriot. Till next time.